Okay, today we're going to be looking at different shapes and figuring out what attributes they have and how we can group them. So we have a bunch of different shapes here, as you can see. And we're going to be paying close attention to the names of the different shapes. So first of all, these shapes are all called polygons. And polygons are closed shapes. So you can see that these are all closed, they all connect, that have no gaps or overlaps between the straight sides. So every single one of these shapes is a polygon. Now we're going to work on classifying these polygons further. So the first thing we're going to look at is quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals are polygons with four sides. So we're going to look at all the ones that have four sides. So yes, 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 yes. Look at that. They all have four sides. So I'm going to write the letters of every single polygon. So I can see that it goes from A to J. No, K. No, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Okay, so I'm going to write in my four sides section all of those. And then it says sketch one polygon from the group. So I'm going to choose B. So I can see that it has four sides, and that's all it needs. It needs to be four sides and closed in order to be a quadrilateral. Okay, next up, we're going to look at parallelograms. So in order to be, trapezoids. In order to be a trapezoid, you have to be a quadrilateral and have at least one set of parallel sides. So you might not remember what parallel means, but parallel means two lines that are never going to touch. So you can think of it like an H. If you think about the two lines of an H, they're going to go on forever. These two lines are never going to touch. And if you turn it sideways, same thing. Okay, so I'm going to look at each shape and see if I can find one set of parallel lines. So looks like none of these look like an H, so not A, not D, E. So if I turned it this way, I could see that these two lines are never going to touch. So I can add E to my pile. Next up is K. K does not have any that look like an H. B. I can see that these two lines look like they're never going to touch, and these two lines look like they're never going to touch. So B is also a trapezoid. if I look at I can tell that these two lines are never going to touch, and these two lines are never going to touch. So I. J. Okay, these two lines are trying to trick me, and they're not parallel, but these two are. So J has one set. C is a square, and it has parallel lines. G also has parallel lines. So does H and L. Okay. So I was able to find 8 shapes that have at least one set of parallel sides, so they can be a trapezoid. And I'm going to shade, I'm going to draw I. Okay. Now, a parallelogram is similar, but with parallelograms, you have to be a 4-sided polygon with 2 sets of parallel lines. So not just one set, but 2 sets. Okay, so if I look at, I'm only going to look at the ones that I know had at least one set. So H has them going this way and this way. So H is a parallelogram. E, I can tell that these lines are parallel, but these lines are not. So this is not a parallelogram. Okay, G, I can see that these two are parallel and these two are parallel. So G is also a parallelogram. I has 2 parallel lines this way and 2 parallel lines this way. L has 2 this way and 2 this way. C also has 2 sets. J only has 1 set because, like I said earlier, these 2 lines will eventually connect. And lastly, B, which has a set here and a set here. Okay. Now we're going to group all of the ones that have 4 right angles. So I'm going to use my Post-it, which I know has 4 right angles. A right angle means that it makes a square in the corner. Okay, so let's look at C. So this one matches, and this one, and this one, and this one. So C has 4 right angles. L, if I put this here, it doesn't match up. So L does not have 4 right angles. B, 1, 2, 3, 4. So B has 4 right angles. I does not. And G does not. So I only have 2 so far that have 4 right angles. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to be looking for squares. Now, what's special about squares is that they have 4 equal sides. So, if you look at C, you can see that all the sides are the same and all the sides have right angles. So C is a square. Okay, as you can tell, the more attributes, which is a way that you can describe it, that you have, the less shapes that qualify. So you start with a few attributes being a polygon, and then the more attributes you require, the less shapes that will qualify.